Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's exciting session. Ashwati, along with me, we have Rosemul Joe, and we are thrilled to be here with you all. And we dive into the digital transformation of jewelry industry. Today, we will explore how Jobin and Jismi can help jewelry business, whether you are a manufacturer, retailer, or distributor, revolutionize your operations through the power of Oracle NetSuite. As we all know, the jewelry industry is unique from sourcing raw materials to creating exquisite designs to selling the finished product and managing the customer relationship. The entire process involves many moving parts. But what if told you that all these pieces could seamlessly come together and this give you a clear view of your entire business in a real-time approach? Well, that's what here to talk about today. So we are going to start the webinar. Imagine you're managing a jewelry business, balancing inventory, production, and sales across multiple locations. We know that each step is critical and time is of essence. Now, picture having a unified system that brings real time visibility, seamless, streamlines operations, and enhances the customer experience. That is actually the power of Oracle NetSuite. At Jobin and Jismi, we have spent the past 13 years guiding businesses like yours through digital transformation. With 8 years in the suit commerce and 55 plus successful projects, we specialize in helping jewelry manufacturers, retailers, and distributors, and NetSuite powers to optimize operations and scale effectively. With over 400 clients globally and 220 plus certified experts, we have helped businesses in 36 countries to take the control of their future. We have seen the challenges the jewelry industry faces and have the expertise to solve them with seamlessly connecting your processes and boosting your growth. So these are our agendas for today. So let me quickly walk you through what we will be covering today. We will begin by looking at how the jewelry industry is evolving and what the financial year 26 outlook. Let us uh, talk about the how we can modernize and what are the different growth trends. Next, we will explore the structural complexity and core challenges jewelry business face from inventory and costing as well as to the governance and the scalability. We will then discuss what Oracle NetSuite is and why digital transformation is no longer an option for the jewelry industry, and how the top performing jewelers are doing differently from others. And after that, we will see why NetSuite is a strong fit for the jewelry business and how Jobin and Jismi support you through a structured implementation journey. And finally, we will be having an open floor for Q&A. And I know that by end of the session, you will have a clear view of how digital transformation can position your jewelry business for sustainable growth. So imagine running a successful jewelry business, one that you have built over the years with dedication. However, recently you have felt that the weight of growing challenges like volatile gold and precious metal pieces have created constant pressure, making it harder to manage the cost and maintain the steady profit margin. So every decision from sourcing the material to pricing the products is impacted by unpredictable fluctuation these days, especially in the prices. So on top of this, rising customer expectations are pushing the industry to evolve. So today's customers don't just want a piece of jewelry; they want exclusively the customization and the ability to shop anytime and anywhere. So with premiumization on the rise, you are expecting to offer a high-end personalized products experience. So this has led to the expansion of the multi-channel retail. So where balancing online sales, physical stores, and customer service become increasingly complex. So meanwhile, the increased regularization scrutiny around sourcing compliance and sustainability has made it more challenging. So the jewelry business now requires an operational sophistication. So with smart, efficient system that can allow you to stay competitive. So that's where Jobin and Jismi comes in, where our deep expertise in Oracle NetSuite, we will help you with jewelry business and how to streamline the jewelry business operations and optimize the process and adapt to the ever challenging landscape of the industry. So, as we look at the financial year 26, the jewelry industry is clearly moving towards a modernization. So, brands are becoming more transparent, scalable, and audit ready. So, driven by investor expectation and evolving customer demand. We are also seeing a strong omni-channel shift. Customers are now expect seamless integration across physical stores, marketplace, and as well as the digital platforms. The experience must be connected, consistent, and of course, real time. So traceability and ethical sourcing are no longer an optional. So BIS hallmarking, warranty tracking, and full provenance transparency are becoming a standard expectations. So at the same time, pricing volatility in gold and diamond, along with the optional challenges like labor shortages, real-time costing, and strong digital system to protect the margin. So financial year 26 belongs to jewelry business actually that embrace digital system to manage complexity, ensure compliance, and it can scale with confidence. So as you can see over here, you're a jewelry. Suppose I will walk you through small examples. You are a jewelry business owner. Your company handles high value inventory, and that's not just tracked by the quantity, but also by weight or precise value. So your product are sensitive to changes in the commodity prices like gold, precious stones, or diamonds, which can fluctuate daily. So suddenly managing inventory, pricing, production in the real time becomes an overwhelming. So now let's add another layer, which is called stone and attribute tracking. So each diamond, gemstone, and precious metal is unique, with distinct attributes like color, clarity, and weight that must be tracked carefully to ensure each piece authenticity and quantity. Not only that, you also have to maintain the strict standard for manufacturing precisions to ensure that the final matches the design and the customer experiences. Lastly, we can't forget about the retail branding, of course. You need to ensure your brand presence and the value are consistent across all customer touch points, where it's a physical store, your e-commerce platform, or your customer interactions. So all of these are complex, of course. So managing all in without a unified system, that will be a real challenge, of course. So how you can solve it? Here is where Jobin and Jismi comes in. With Oracle NetSuite, we help you unify all these critical areas, inventory management, like price tracking and the customer experiences into a single integrated system, from automatically adjusting the price based on the commodity fluctuations to tracking each piece attributes and maintaining the real-time inventory and visibility. Actually, NetSuite enables you to manage complexity effectively. So at Jobin and Jismi, actually, we will ensure your business operation runs seamlessly. So you can focus on growing your brand and delivering a premium customer experiences. So together we can bring precision, efficiency, and of course the clarity to step off your jewelry business journey. So let me actually tell you a very small story. Imagine your different businesses in the jewelry industry. You're having different business, a multi-store retail chain expanding rapidly, a billion trader managing daily gold price fluctuations, a premium designer brand focused on exclusively like the brand value, and a manufacturing side. But when we look closer, they are fighting every similar battles. So for all of them, inventory is not just stock, it is working capital. Millions are locked in gold, diamonds, and the finished goods. So a slight miscalculation can impact the cash flow immediately. So manufacturers struggle with job work control and the production precision. Especially the wholesale players face constant margin pressure due to the commodity price sensitivity. And as these businesses grow, they begin to experience the governance gap. So disconnected system, manual control, a lack of visibility, and delayed decision making are a problem. Now, let me show you how this changes when Jobin and Jismi implement the Oracle NetSuite. We actually unify the finance, inventory, manufacturing, retail, and compliance into one intelligent plans platform. We enable real-time inventory valuation based on the weight and the metal rates. We bring structured job work and production tracking. We provide a margin visibility at every transaction levels actually. And most importantly, I can say that we introduce governance through role-based controls and system audit trials, and of course through real-time dashboards. So regardless of whether you're a retailer, wholesaler, designer brand, or a manufacturer, the challenges may look different, but the solution is the same: visibility, control, and scalability through a unified system. So that's exactly what Jobin and Jismi deliver with the Oracle NetSuite. So before we zoom into the jewelry industry, let's set the stage with a quick overview of the Oracle NetSuite. So NetSuite is the world's leading Oracle cloud ERP platform designed to bring together all your core business functions in a single unified system. So what makes NetSuite powerful is that it's more than just accounting or the finance. It integrates CRM, inventory, order management, e-commerce, procurement, or else if required projects or all other services. That is all in one data model. Because it's a cloud native, you benefit from the real-time visibility. So easier scaling as your business grows and lower IT overhead, of course. There is no need of on-premise infrastructure or manual upgrades. So everything in NetSuite run on a single source of truth. That means finance operations or whether it is any kind of inventory or procurement, all looking at the same real-time data. So which can reduces errors, speed up decision making, and improves the collaboration across the department, of course. And this unified foundation is exactly what makes NetSuite jewelry management system such a natural fit because it connects jewelry management directly into the heartbeat of your business. So, how does Oracle NetSuite help? So, that's what we are going to discuss. So now let me take you to the workshop like the one you see on the slide. A craftsman carefully shaping a piece of gold. So precision, patience, and skill. That's more important. The jewelry industry has always been about craftsmanship and heritage. So, but today, craftsmanship alone is not enough actually. So, the industry is rapidly transforming. Customers are no longer just walking into the stores, they are discovering brands on the social media or comparing the prices online or expecting seamless omni channel experiences behind the scenes. Businesses are managing actually volatile gold price, global supply chains, and of course, the compliance requirements and the multi locations operations. So, the future of jewelry is no longer about the design, it's about the digital transformation. Now, let me show you what transformation looks like with the Oracle NetSuite. Jewelry business actually moved from the fragmented system to a single unified platform. Sales, inventory, manufacturing, finance, or CRM all are connected. So, real time visibility, stronger operational governance, and scalable infrastructure that grows with you. This is not just actually a system modernization, this is a strategic enablement. The future of jewelry industry actually belongs to a business that combines craftsmanship with the digital intelligence. And together with Oracle NetSuite and Jobin and Jismi, we help you to shape that future. So actually imagine a growing jewelry business still running on a spreadsheet or any kind of disconnected software and and of course the manual registers. So sales numbers are updated at the end of the day. So what happens? Inventory is checked physically. Gold rates are actually adjusted manually. So when the owner or the CEO asks, what's our exact stock value right now? The answer might take hours or sometimes days. So that actually delays, right? That's not just inconvenience, that's the lost opportunity. So manual legacy system create a blind spot, errors creep in. So decisions are based on the outdated informations. In an industry where margins depends on the weight, purity, and the real-time commodity prices, so even the small inaccuracies can mean significant financial impact. So now let me show you the other slide where so digital jewelry business using a unified system. The owner actually opens a dashboard so and sees the real-time inventory valuation across the store. The CFO tracks the margins instantly. So the production heads monitor job work process live, and automation reduces the manual dependency. And of course, the compliance reports are generated automatically, and audit trails are ready at a time. So even for the IPO readiness. So, of course, digital transformation is no longer an option; it's a foundational. In today's jewelry industry, if data is actually delayed, decisions are delayed. And if decisions are delayed, of course, the growth is delayed. So the future belongs to the business that replaces the manual complexity with the digital clarity. So let me tell you how one of our jewelry client, a global distributor, faced inventory challenge. They are struggling to manage the inventory across the multiple warehouses and the leading location. So, retail locations, and which leads to the frequent stockout and delays. So after actually implementing the Oracle NetSuite, they gained full visibility of their inventory, sales orders across all channels. They improved stock accuracy by 30% and reduced excess inventory by 20% and streamlined order fulfillment, increasing on-time delivery by 40%. So the results speak for themselves. By embracing the digital transformation, they are not just improve the operational efficiency, but also enhance the customer satisfaction and profitability. So imagine running a jewelry business, where finance works on one system, CRM on another, and manufacturing on spreadsheet or any other system, and e-commerce on a separate platform. So every department might be functioning, but not together. So when you try to connect the dots, you realize the system itself is slowing you down. So let me show you a different scenario, a unified business suite where financials, CRM, procurement, manufacturing, inventory, and e-commerce all operate in one platform. So that's the Oracle NetSuite. One login, one data model, one source of truth, high, which will give you high uptime, real-time visibility across your entire operations. But jewelry is actually not like any other industries, of course. It requires serial and load tracking, weight-based inventory, consignment handling, of course, and integration with the GIS certifications and dynamic costing for the metals and stones. So NetSuite actually supports all of this. It manages the subcontracting, multi-level BOMs, real-time costing, repairs, warranties, trade-ins, and even the complex commission splits. So all within the structured workflow. So now you can think bigger. If you are expanding globally, multiple subsidiaries, multiple currency transactions, GST or VAT compliances, where NetSuite is built for that scale, where you are operating in the international expansions or even the IPO readiness, the system grows actually with you. So Oracle NetSuite fits the jewelry business, not because it's just an ERP, but because it brings together complexity, precision, compliance, and scalability into one intelligent platform. It doesn't just support the operation, it strengthens the governance and enables the growth. So let me just tell you about a jewelry company that was growing fast, but internally things were actually messy. So sales were using one system, manufacturing, as I was mentioning before, manufacturing was tracking jobs manually. Inventory numbers never matched exactly, so materials were wasted, repairs were hard to track, and even the customers are asked for updates, but the result was answers was unclear. Now let me show you what actually changed for them. When they implemented NetSuite, everything becomes actually connected. One unified architecture replaced siloed systems. Automated workflows actually reduced the manual errors. Real-time costing meant they knew their margins before productions were actually completed, but not after. And end-to-end traceability ensured every gram of gold and every stone was counted for. So operationally, the transformation was powerful and repair tracking becomes structured, production schedules become visible, variances accounting become automated, customers received accurate updates with confidence. And what is the result? Higher profitability, stronger accountability, and precise delivery timeline. So, from design to customer communication, the entire value chain becomes streamlined. So, that's the journey from the operational complexity to the measurable business outcome. And that's what NetSuite enables. Now, I'll just give you a small highlight about the NetSuite system. So, we'll be having a dashboard for monitoring. So, here the leadership get the real-time visibility into the goal balances, inventory valuation, margins, and production schedules that will be all in one place. So no spreadsheet or delay, just give live data for faster decision making. So now from design approval, I can say that NetSuite automatically creates a job bag or issues material tracking, routing, capture wastage, and finalize the costing. So every gram, every stone is traceable until final dispatch, and which ensures precision as well as the control. So on the procurement side, I can say purchase orders linked to the goal rate, and it calculates the variances automatically and reconcile vendors seamlessly. So this actually prevents the margin leakages and actually improves the financial transparency. So finally, in the order to cash process, it will be omni-channel orders are managed centrally. So stock is allocated accurately and invoices are automated and cash flow becomes actually predictable. So in short, I can say NetSuite connects the entire jewelry value chain from gold purchase to the final customer delivery on a one intelligent platform. So let me share a situation. Many jewelry businesses quiet face. Maybe sales are strong, customers are loyal, but internally small gaps start appearing. A purchase not properly approved, a job work issue that cannot be traced, a delayed stock entry, a missing audit trial during the during the time of review, and individually small but it might be together, it might be very risky. So that's when leadership realized the growth without governance is vulnerability. So NetSuite brings structure where there was an uncertainty. Every approval, every transaction, every stock movement is tracked and actually documented. So governance become embedded in the daily operations. So in high value industry like jewelry, I can say that control is actually very critical. So NetSuite enforces clean role-based approvals and workflows, which protect the business without slowing it down. So every action is actually recorded, who changed what, when, and how. So there will be no blind spots. It's like a small CCTV for your digital operations. So with multi-factor authentication, IP restrictions, encryptions, and automated tax compliance, your data and inventory actually remain protected across the locations. So as you grow, your system evolves safely with structured upgrades and Jobin and Jismi's validation support, which this will enhance and roll out smoothly. So without disrupting your operations. Actually, governance is not about control, it's about resilience. And with Jobin and Jismi and NetSuite, resilience become part of your jewelry business DNA. So that we have seen now, that we have seen the roadmap, let's talk about the customer outcomes. What actually changes once NetSuite is fully implemented? So when the design, procurement, production, dispatch are connected in one system, the entire cycle actually speeds up. No spreadsheet, no disconnected updates or designs actually will move faster. Procurement triggers automatically, job status updates in real time, and this dispatch gains instant visibility. So, what will be the result? The faster fulfillment, better customer experiences. So, manual registers, Excel sheets are actually replaced by automated workflows. Approvals are system driven, data updates in real time. Teams stop chasing informations. This actually reduces the errors and frees up the valuable time. So every gram of metal and every stone is actually tracked precisely. Real-time visibility, early variance detection, and transparent job progress actually reduces waste and it actually improves the workshop efficiency. So operational data flow directly into the financials, automated reconciliation, faster month-end closing, and consolidated reporting actually gives leadership instant clarity. Decision will be becoming more faster and more confident. So, faster delivery, less manual work, better protection control, and stronger financial reporting. These are not just system improvement, they directly drive customer satisfaction, profitability, and it scales growth. So that's the transformation NetSuite enables, and Jobin and Jismi actually help you achieve it seamlessly. So, what actually success looks like with NetSuite? Now, what's seen in the roadmap? What what does success actually look like after the implementation? They are recurring outcomes we consistently see in the jewelry transformations. So disconnected systems are of course replaced with unified platform, retail, manufacturing, job work, e-commerce, and finance all sync in real time. So making scaling across locations will be more easier and more controlled. So dynamic multi-level bombs, real-time metal rate applications, ensures precise costing. So actually, business gain clarity in the on true profitability, control wastage, price actually designs are more intelligently. So structured workflows actually tracked every material movement and gold, stones, components, pending jobs, delays, returns become visible instantly. So accountability improves across the supply chain. So all sales channels connected actually to one system. So that will give you inventory updates instantly. So leaders can see which designs are trending and actually which channels performs the best. So let me quickly walk you through the jewelry business evolves in a streamlined, data-driven enterprise with NetSuite. We start with clarity, of course. We access your processes, data quality, inventory accuracy, and the financial structure. So Jobin and Jismi conduct a full health check, mapping workflows, reviewing chart of accounts, and validity inventory valuation. So this ensures NetSuite built on build on clean, reliable foundation. So next we activate your modules, financials, inventory, procure to pay, and order to cash. Manual works actually shift to automated workflows, role-based dashboards, and approvals actually bring real-time visibility and governance into daily operations. Now digitize the jewelry specific production, work orders, job costing, WIP tracking, metal and stone consumptions, and wastage, QA checks, repair workflows, everything becomes actually traceable, and every gram, every process is actually visible. So finally, we evaluate the system. So integrating POS or e-commerce, analytics forecasting, vendor portals, and automated planning. So NetSuite becomes your growth engine, enabling real-time data-driven decision making. So from diagnostics to AI-driven insights, NetSuite grows with your jewelry business at every stage. And with Jobin and Jismi guiding the journey, the transformation becomes structured, smooth, and actually scalable. So let me actually wrap up this with something we see across the jewelry industry. So actually, growth is happening, but systems have struggled to keep up. So manual work slows teams down, customer expectations are rising, and operational complexity increases every year. So this is turning point. Continue as usual or move forward a smarter connected future. So we start identifying the repetitive manual tasks, stock tallying, goal adjustments, approvals, pricing updates, production follow-ups. So Jobin and Jismi actually helps uncover where automation through NetSuite can immediately improve the efficiency and actually the accuracy. So we compare your operations with the fast scaling, digitally mature jewelry businesses, and we will be identifying the gaps, best practice, and the growth opportunities. So every jewelry business is, of course, unique. We design a phased implementation aligned with your production cycle, peak season, and expansion goals, which will ensure you a smooth transition. So we conduct a structured workshop to understand your process, bottlenecks, and goals, which will be creating a clear transformation blueprint. So growth doesn't become with technology, actually begins with technology. It actually begins with the decisions to evolve. So Jobin and Jismi are here to guide you through that journey. So, of course, implementing an ERP is not just about installing a software, it's about transforming your business. And that exactly where Jobin and Jismi comes in. We start with understanding your business, retail, wholesale, whether it is retail, wholesale, manufacturing, or export. From requirement gathering to go live, we manage the complete implementation journey with structured governance and industry best practices. So jewelry business, of course, is unique. So we configure weight-based inventory, metal rate management, job work tracking, and integrate with POS system, e-commerce platforms, or else maybe other systems like or hallmarking systems or third-party tools. This will ensure NetSuite fits with your business, not the other way around. We securely migrate your historical data, whether it is customers, vendors, inventory, or any other master data, and ensure the system is fully validated before the go live. So there will be no data gaps, no operational disruptions. So technology succeeds only when the people adapt it and adopt it. So we conduct role-based training for the finance teams, production managers, or any department, ensuring smooth adoption across your organization. So post the go live, we continue to support you. We will optimize the workflows, adding enhancement, and help you scale your business growth. So with Jobin and Jismi, NetSuite are not just implemented, it is aligned, optimized, and future ready for your business, jewelry business. Whether you're looking into streamline operations, optimize your supply chain, or offer a more personalized experience to your customer, Jobin Disney can help you unlock the full potential of Oracle NetSuite. So we are here to help you take that first step toward a seamless and more efficient future. So thank you all for your time today. I would like to hear your thoughts and questions, and we are excited to help your business thrive this digital era. So let's dive in. Let me see who would like to go first with the questions.
Thank you, Ashwati, for the wonderful session. So let's start with the Q&A. So here we have a first question to start us off. How will Oracle NetSuite improve visibility across all my stores and inventory? Okay. Let me give you a simple example. One jewelry retailer we worked with had multiple stores, and every evening their team manually consolidated the stock from different systems. By the time leadership saw the numbers, they were already outdated. So after moving to Oracle NetSuite or simply NetSuite, they had real-time visibility. The owner could open one dashboard and immediately see the stock levels, fast moving items, and the store performance without waiting for the reports. Hope that clarifies your question. And I see a related question coming in from the finance side, and this is a good one. Can the system handle jewelry specific inventory like weight, purity, and stones? Yes. And this is where Oracle NetSuite works really well for the jewelry business. Instead of treating a ring as just one screw, NetSuite lets you track the gold weight, purity, stone details, and making the charges separately. That means more accurate costing and a clearer pricing decisions. So nice. I'm seeing a lot of interest in the around the business impact. So the next question is what kind of ROIs should we expect after the implementation? So a common scenario we see after NetSuite implementation is business discovering slow moving stock across the stores that they didn't realize was sitting there. Once they have that visibility, they rebalance the inventory instead of buying more gold unnecessarily and improving the working capital early. So here is another question coming in. So very relevant for this industry again. So how does the NetSuite help manage gold price fluctuations? So I think about what usually happens, gold price changes, but pricing updates across the store take time. So during that gap, margins get squeezed. So with Oracle NetSuite, the dynamic pricing and inventory revaluation allow our team to respond faster and see the margin impact immediately rather than we wait for a month end. So I hope that clarifies your question. All right, this is the next one about growth, something many of you are planning. Will NetSuite work if we expand to more stores? Yeah, obviously. As I mentioned on my other example, many business, um, we have a retail customer who has been working with many stores, and many business start with few stores and expand quickly. So the specialty of NetSuite is with NetSuite, adding a new store is simply configuring it within the same platform. So you don't have to worry about the reporting, inventory, or finance, and you can expand your business to other states, other countries, and all. Moving on to our next question. How strong are financial reporting and compliance in NetSuite? So financial teams usually feel the biggest relief when they use NetSuite. So NetSuite provides a real-time financials and even the GST support or um, as a good feature, we have the audit trails, and as an extended features, we have this automated consolidation, which helps in faster closing cycles, and it helps your team to generate report without chasing data from multiple systems. So NetSuite is a strong financial tool which can be used across your business. So we have a question regarding implementation over here. How long does usually the NetSuite implementation take? So typically around 3 to 6 months. The timeline depends less on NetSuite because it is more on the data readiness and the process alignment and how how many modules that you require, and also typically it is 3 to 6 months. So here we have one more question. So it is regarding, can NetSuite integrate with our POS and e-commerce platform? Yes. For example, when a sales happens at a POS, NetSuite can automatically update the inventory and the financials. So the same applies to the e-commerce orders. So we can connect NetSuite with your e-commerce website and reduce the reconciliation work across your channels. So if you require a detailed demonstration or session on the same, we will be happy to arrange the same. Okay, I see another important question just came through. So what risk we should consider before implementing? So the biggest risk is in NetSuite. It is the preparation. So business that invest time in data cleanup or process alignment and user readiness see much smoother implementation. So and also considering the right partner or choosing the right partner is equally important. So if you are interested in understanding more about how soon we can implement and how soon you can get the results, please feel free to connect and we will be happy to give you more details on that. And here we have one more question, and we can consider this as a final question. So what happens after go live in terms of the course and support, and how we can see a demo? So thank you for the question. So after go live, NetSuite becomes your operational background for your whole departments. Business continue refining dashboards, or you can add automations and expand NetSuite using the use cases. So that's where the long time value builds. And if you would like to explore this in your context, we would be happy to show you a personalized NetSuite demo. We will share our contact details at the end of the session, and our team can schedule a walkthrough tailored to your business process and growth plans. So feel free to connect us right after the webinar. So with that, we are coming to an end for the Q&A.
That we have come to the end of today's session. So thank you all for your time with your questions and your engagement throughout the discussion. So we truly appreciate the opportunity to walk you through how Oracle NetSuite supports the jewelry. So once again, thank you for joining us today and have a great day. Thank you.